So, can someone tell me where we stopped on our last class? Hello, guys. Are you in class? Favor, Amos, can you
Yes,
brief
I'm
it?
here. Your microphone was mute.
So, tell me some of the things you learned on the last class. Hello.
I can hear you, sir. I heard what you said.
Okay.
I'm trying to like compose my words properly. I've not gone to the lectures for the last class. So I'm not trying not to repeat the same thing that I've said in the other classes. I know we've gone through a lot of things. That's why my microphone is muted.
Okay. So, Amos, before Akerejula tell us what he learned, please can you tell me what you learned on the last class?
Sir, during the last class, I wasn't really. I had something going on the during the last class, so right now I don't really remember much. Sorry, sir.
Okay, I think I remember now. We looked at tuples in our last class, and then can you hear me? Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. So we're looking at tuples, and then we learned how to like, should I say, list a word inside a word, or let me use that term. We gave an example whereby we had some data sets like some integers and floats. Sorry, I think and some string. So we put a particular string inside a string using brackets. Then we're not able to like look for the index. So there was a particular example where we had 10 as a string. Then we had some set of integers which you use the brackets to bracket them. Then when we're looking for their index, so we use like, let's say, tuple or index of two. Like you are trying to ask me how we're going to get the position of a particular data set there. So instead of putting it inside brackets, we are going to separate them like index of a particular number, then the other number in front of it. So that was like one of the basic things we looked at, indexing. Saying so tuple. Did you get me?
Yes, I get you. I get you. So, Amos, Amos, please, you don't come to class, then uh, just log in and just be doing other things. No, it's not work that day. It's not work like that. Our class, you are supposed to be in in class, not for you to log in and be doing other things. No, it's not allowed. Please, next time I won't take it lightly with you. I won't take it lightly
Okay.
with you. Please go back and watch the video.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So your microphone is mute too.
Yes, I'm mute. I'm mute. So, before we start, can you just share the live class so that people out there will watch us on our live class?
Can we share what?
The link, like the link. I want to drop the link of our class.
Okay, that's on our status, right?
Yes, please drop it. So before we commence, we'll talk about sect operation. Sect operation is the topic for today, and we are going to see what a sect, the various aspects of sect, and what sect entails. What sect entails. So I believe you have understanding of sect. Do you know what is sect in your mathematics?
Yes, in mathematics, I know what is set.
Okay, good. Now
Where
we
you
are
have
going to
like list of numbers that belong to a particular, let's say,
set.
particular set. Yeah. Then you have
Yes,
like your Venn diagram as the advanced form. So you have
yes.
union, intersection, your
So
element, so your universal.
yes, yeah, so we are going to look out on that. Now, so to your own description, what do you think set is? What can you define set as?
So set are like let's say elements that are grouped together
Okay,
in a particular, let's say a particular segment, something like that. So that's like in layman terms. So you have
okay,
like they are part of a particular whole section. Then you now group a part of it. So they belong to a particular set.
good, good. So let's see what you have just explained and see how we can implement it in Python and see how we can what implement it with Python. So uh, we are going to create sets, different sets, a collection of different numbers, and we are going to see uh, how we can work with it. Okay. Now let me create a set of an item. Okay. Let me copy this. So I'm creating set now, and this is the set I'm going to use now, and we are going to work with this particular set. Okay. Now I have created three sets, right? I have what created three sets of number, and these three sets of number, we are going to see we are going to see uh, how this set of numbers can be manipulated or work with. Okay. Now, first of all, we are going to look on union, the word union. So in in Python or in our normal union in mathematics, it can be represented as what and it can represent as and or it can be used as a straight line. So union all elements, please note o, union all elements from those sets but no duplicate, from both sets but no duplicate. Please take note. So we are going to see the union of all of them. Now let's see the union of what? Of uh, A and B. Okay, let's say set 1 and 2. The union of set 1 and 2. So let me run this. And let me use this set 1 and set 2. Set what? 2. Now this is how you can write it. You can write it in Python. There's other way you can also write it in Python. So let's use this. Now this is the union of what? A 1 and 2. Now they are both the same. So let me change the numbers. Let's say 11. Let's say 11, 17, 15, 34, and 17. So let me change it. Now, now let me refresh again. Now see, let me refresh this again. And did you see the union? And you see I added duplicate before. 1, 1, 7, 7. But when he printed it out, he gave us what? Uh, all of them and he removed the duplicate. So this is how the union work. This is how what the union work. But there's other method we can write the union. So let's see the other method. Let's say sect 1 dot union. Then we can add what? Sect 2. Sect what? 2. Now this sect 2 will give us the same result. I believe you can see it. So now let's move on. So we have seen how we can create union. Now there's other way. Okay. Now there's other way to what? Uh, Now let's see how we can what? Update union. Update union. So let's see. We can also add what? Sect 3. We can also add sect 3 to it. Let's say sect 3 and this. Now let's run it. Sect 3 has been added. Sect 3 has been what? Added. This is how you can also add. Now you can also what? Update. You can also update. Now let's update. Let's use the word update. We can update like this. Let's update. Update now. Update now. When we run it, it will be updated. Now let's see sect 1. Let's see sect 1. Now set 1 has been what? Updated. So this is how we update and also uh, look for the union. I believe you understand. If you do not understand, let me know so that I can go back again. Do you
I
guys
understand.
understand?
Yes.
Now, so I will ask you a question now. So what in terms of intersect, In terms of intersect, what do you understand by intersect?
That's what it said. Intercept is like the numbers that are like they are common in both sides. When you pick them, the recurring numbers. That's intersection for set. That's intersection for set.
Okay, okay, now we can. Okay, you are correct. You are correct. You are correct. But let me explain it well for you. Let me explain it well for you. Intersect. So, okay, intersect is just like what is common. So, what you said again? Can you recap your statement? Because I did not hear you, the particular word I needed. So, what did you say again?
So I was saying that in your intercept, the numbers that are common, you that's in your both sets, you pick them out. So like I said, the numbers that are reoccurring, I think that's what I used. So I actually meant like the numbers that are common in both sets. Intercepted. So, for example, now using the knowledge of Venn diagram, let's say you have a particular stuff in a particular number in a particular set, and that same number is also existing in another set.
Good, good,
You pick
good,
that particular number because
good.
so that's what it is. They have something in common.
Okay, now let's see the examples. Let's see the examples. So, uh, now let's copy what our previous what data. Now let's copy what our previous data. So we are going to work with all this. We are going to work with all this. So don't be confused. So let me copy this and paste it here. Now I will run it. Good. So let's see the intact set. And if we want to check for intact set, there's a way you can also do it. You can say set one and set two. So these are their symbols. I just want you to note all this. So I'll copy this. You can also do it like this, intact set. You can also do it like this, intact set. You can do it like this, and okay, intact section, then copy this. Now this intersection, let me write it in. Okay, I did not add words to my full stop. Good. So I will run it and you will see all the results. Okay. Okay, set add no attribute of this. So I guess what okay now I guess my I okay I'd use capital letter. I'd use capital letter and remember Python is what case what sensitive. Case what
Okay.
sensitive. So let's use this and run. Good. Did you see the result? And compare these two and see the output. Compare
So we
these
can
two.
use step one. We can use step one and two, or we can use step one dot intersect step two. Any of the two. Hello.
So, okay. Now, what is the intact set? List the intact sets for me. I just want you to list the intact set. Hello, Favor.
What do you say, sir?
Can you list the intact set?
Can I list the word? I'm in a
You
noisy
can
place. I'm sorry. That's why I'm not really good.
That's I want to seven.
What do you say, Amos?
Data set are 1 and 7.
Good, good. 1 and 7. You are correct.
Yes,
One and 7. So
intercept is one and seven.
so
I
let's
was
move
trying
on.
to ask a question.
Okay. You can as
No, I
well
was saying that.
update.
Can I ask?
Yes, you can ask.
The ant symbol, yeah. What is the ant symbol? Is there another way of representing intercept? So I say we could use any of the two methods. We could use the ant symbol or we could use the intercept.
Yes, I'm just trying to let you know that these are the two ways you can what? You can use the intercept. You can work with intercept. So I'm just they have symbols. They have way you can just write it with your full name and you will still get the results. But I decided to write the two arts for you so that you will have more knowledge of other way of intersecting. Okay, can you hear me? I believe I've answered
Yes,
your
yes,
question.
yes. I understand, I understand.
So let's move on. Now you can also update. I've taught you about update. You can what also update. And now let's see the word different. Now, different are set of what elements that are only in A and not in B, only in sect 1 and not in sect 2. So, set of elements the only are only in what sect 1 but not in sect 2. So, take note of that. It's just the explanation. Okay. So let's see difference, examples of difference. Now we are looking into difference. So I'll still copy. Okay, let me still copy. Let me still copy. We are going to make use of all this now. So let's see the difference between what A and B. Now let's see. Let me copy this. I'll just be interchanging. So you know they are similar. Don't be confused. So now for difference, you use the minus sign, or you can spell it in what in their various names. So you can just use difference. Now this is the different. Now what do you understand by the different? Look at it and tell me what you understand by this.
So you said for the difference, you use negative sign to like run the line of code for it.
You use the minus sign. Minus sign. Look at it very well. Minus
And
sign.
I said
Or
negative. I said negative
yes,
sign, which is minus.
yes. You can as well update. You can what as well update. So let's move on. So in terms of difference, we have symmetric difference. So what do you understand by symmetric difference? Since you have idea on difference, so what do you understand by symmetric difference?
Your microphone is switched off.
Okay, Amos, you can tell me what do you understand by symmetric difference?
So I don't have an idea about that symmetric difference. But I only know that from this in this difference, that is the numbers in set one, that is not in set two. But
Sir,
that
I can't hear
symmetric.
you.
Okay, now let's see symmetric difference. Symmetric difference are what? Are set of elements in A and B, but not in both. They are in A and B, but they are not in both of them. Okay. Now let's see the symmetric difference, and you have to explain it for me. Okay. So let's see it. So let me still copy. I will copy this, and we are going to paste it here. Then when we run it, so we are going to see their symbols.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Favor. Okay. So let's see symbols. So now symmetric difference. We can use the there's a word called, it look like as the arrows, abi? It look like an arrow sign that fixes the hub. Let's see this. Let's see this. So sect one, let's copy this now. Let me copy this and paste it here. Now we can use it like this, and you can use symmetric, you can write the symmetric difference like this. Now automatically it will give you the symmetric difference. So let's run. Now this is the symmetric difference. So what do you understand by symmetric difference? So this is the these are all the numbers. Let me zoom it back. Now these are all the numbers, and this is the result. So what do you see, or what do you understand by this symmetric difference? Hello?
I can hear you. I actually don't know the difference. I think it's not picking numbers that are your foreign. So it's a union, but at the same time, like say yes, it's a union, but it's not picking numbers that is your foreign. So you can see that one is not there, seven is not there.
Good, 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 good. Nice one. Nice one. Let's move on. Let's move on. You can what as well of, there is a word, there is a way you can update. Now for you to update in symmetric difference, you have to what, add the under, you have to add the underscore to it, then you use the word update. Now this is the how you can what update. Okay, this is how you can what update. So once I run it, automatically when I print out sect1, sect1 will be updated. Look at it, updated already. So let's move on. Now we are going to look at on subset, superset, disjoint. Subset, superset, and disjoint. Now let's see these various way of working with set. Now set, when we talk about subset, set, let's say set 1 is said to be the subset of what set 2 if all elements of what B are true. If they are what, okay, if they are true, let's see, and you can also see you can also explain it when you see it. So this time around you are going to tell me and you are also going to explain this to me. Okay, so let's move on. I'll copy this as usual, and paste and run. So move on. So we are going to say let's call out set 1. Let me copy this. Sorry, let me copy this. Let me copy this. Now I'm going to paste it here. So we are going to just be replacing now. We are going to say is, now is what, let's is subset. Now when we run it, it will say false because they are not in the same, like it's not a subset. The subset is if everything in A is also in what in B, or if everything in set 1 is also in set what 2, then it's a subset of set 1. Okay, now they are not a subset, so everything here in set 2 is not in set 1, so it's not a subset. Now let's see this joint. Let's check what this joint. Now let's see is what this joint. Okay, let's say superset. Now let's run it. It's false. It's not a superset. Now the word superset is if set A is said to be the set of set B, if all the elements of B are in what set A. Let's say that it's not a super set. Okay, it's not a super set. So let's see uh, whether it's disjoint. So let's see. Let's say disjoint. This what joint. Now let's run. Fourth, they are not disjoint. They are not what disjoint. Now they are not disjoint. So let's see if what B is disjoint. If what B is disjoint, let's interchange. Let's see if 2 and 1 is disjoint. Now let's run. False is false. So let's see. Uh, I'm coming. Let's see if it's a subset. I've tried to interchange. Please take note. I've tried to intersect. Okay, a subset false and let's say is what is, let's say superset. Okay, is false. Did you see? They are not related. So let's see now. Let's make set 1 equal to what set 2. Okay. Okay, let me paste it here. Good. Now let's run. Let's just what run. Now let's see if it's a subset, superset. It's false. So let's interchange. One and two. It's true. Why? Because one have everything in set two. So let's see if it's a if it's what a subset false. It's not a subset. It's not what subset. But let's see if it's two. I'm coming. Let's see if it's two and one. It's true. So you can play with all this I have mentioned and all this I have explained to you. So I believe you understand what I just explained. Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
Did you understand what I just explained? Did you guys understand? Let's move on.
Yes, I do understand. Yes, I do.
Okay, you can mute. Let's move on. Now let's move on to what? Now we are going to write a sect out. I'm going to copy a sect out. I'm coming. Let me copy this. Copy, Ctrl Z. I'm going to take it down. So now this is a way, a new way or a new topic. Now let's. I believe in Excel, you talk about some minimum, maximum, and we talked about length in Excel, right? Hello.
Yes, yes, we did.
Now let's see how we can use all these I have mentioned in what? In sect. Now this set of numbers listed out, let's see let's see how we can check for what? For what? Sum. Now let's sum it. Sum, and we are going to pass in sect 1 and run. Did you see this? This is the total sum of everything here. This is total sum of everything. We can also use what? Max to check for the maximum. This is the maximum. This is the maximum number. This is the maximum number. We can check for what? Minimum. And this is the minimum number. And what? We can check for what? Length. So let's see the length of these numbers. Now the length is what? 10. The length is what? 10. I hope you understand.
Yes, I do.
So
You have already assigned those integers to the set one. So once you say length set one, to tell us the total number of integers that are there.
good. So let's move on. We are going into a new topic, and the topic is what? Dictionary in Python. Now, what is dictionary? Dictionary is a mute data. Mutable data is a mutable data type in Python. Is what? A mutable data type in Python. A Python dictionary is a collection of what? Key and what? Value pair separated with what? Column. Separated with what? Column. Now, and it uses what? Quarreling braces. It uses It uses quarreling braces. So let's talk about it has what? Key and value, and the key is what? Unique. A unique value in what? In a dictionary. Duplicate what? Is allowed. Please take note, duplicate is what? Allowed. I'm trying to make sure that you have the knowledge, foundational knowledge, and this is why I'm taking my time to break it down for you guys. Please also try to go back to the video and play the video over again and have more knowledge. Practice. Once you practice on what you learned in class, if you practice in class, once you practice what you learned, you can also what? Ask question. Okay, no problem. Since you are in hospital, no problem. We are going to work in together, okay? No problem. Now, I have introduced dictionary for you guys. So we are going to see what dictionary is and how we can create dictionary. At the beginning of sets, we watch, okay, we look out on how we can what? Create a dictionary. We saw how we can create a dictionary and what we check for the type. Now let's see how we can create what? A dictionary. We are going to see how we can what? Create a dictionary. Now let's create a dictionary. Let's create a dictionary. And before I enter this dictionary, or okay, as times goes on, we will see different what I wanted to explain. So let's move on. As time goes on, we'll see what I want to explain. So let's move on. Now let me create a dictionary. Now we are going to create dictionary. Let me call it my dict. Okay. Now this is a variable name, and I will declare it like this. Let's use this. This is two way you can create it. You can create a dictionary, okay? You convert, you convert, and you can also what? Call it on its own using calling phrases. So this is the first way, and as time goes on, we also know how you can convert sect from sect to tuple, from tuple to string. So, okay, just take it as an assignment. Look on how you can convert from sect to tuple, from tuple to let's say list or dictionary. Okay, no, to um, tuple. Okay, so Now, this is the first way we can create what? A dictionary. Now, let's see the other way. So, let's see the output. Let me run this. Let me see the output of this and paste. Now, it's a dictionary because we have what? Converted it to a dictionary. Now, let's copy, we'll paste it. Now, you can also declare it as what? Dictionary using this method. Now, paste. Now, this is the other way of creating a dictionary. They look the same, right? They are both what? Dictionary. Now, let's talk about the key and value. And it is what separated with what? Colon. Now, let's create a simple dictionary. So I'm going to insert values on our dictionary. So let's insert values, copy. Now, this is why I said is what key and value. So let's see, let's create our key. Let's say name, and our name will be favor. Let's say age. Let's see age. Okay, and I'm coming. I'll use string to write it. Okay, sorry. Now, or should we move on? Okay, let's say age. Now the age should be what? And I'm coming. Let me write it in string. The age should be what? Let's say 45 years old man. Uh, let's say occupation. Okay, let me write it in string. Let's say occupation. Then I'll write it with a key, and I'll say data analyst. Data analyst. Now, let's say age. Let's say gender. Sorry, gender, and let's say May. So this is how we what create a dictionary. So let's see our output. Now this is what our output. Now we have created a dictionary, and let's what let's run. Let's see how we can what how we can let's say get how we can get what the keys. I want you to know that I want you to know that you can change anything you want to change, but I'm trying to let you know what this entails. So don't be confused with what I'm doing. Now, let's see how we can get what the keys, and let's see how we can get the values. Now, let's open a new tab. We are going to write what my did. Then I'm going to attach it with what? With keys. We are going to attach it with what? Keys. We are going to attach it with what keys? Now, So we have already attached it with keys. So look at all the key values and the name, sorry, the name, age, occupation, and gender. So let's see the values. Let's check for values. So values. Now this is values. Now this is values. The values are favor 45, data analysis, and mail. These are the values. Now we have seen how we can what get all these keys and value. So let's move on. Let us what move on. So you can create a nested list, a nested what let's say nested dictionary. Okay, you can create a nested dictionary. Now you can also let's say let's see how we can what I think, are we taking much time? Should we end the class or is too overloaded for you guys? I need your response. Or should we end the class or continue?
So I don't know. For me, I know I can always like I can always grab things faster, so I don't have any issues like that. So whatever Amos decides, I guess that's what we should go with. If you want us to close the class, that's fine. Because he said he has not even grabbed the last one. So me, I'm okay with the class.
Amos, Amos, I would like to hear from you.
Now, anyone decides I'm okay with it.
Okay. Now let's move on. Let's move on. So now we can also what look on. You can also append. Remember we talked about append. You can append new values to a particular um, uh, list. Okay, now let's see examples. Let's see examples. Let's see dot append. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, so I'm coming. So and this method, I'm not supposed to use this method. So let's see. Let's see this. Let me just clear all the items. Now I'll call this A, then separate with what column and use a list. Now I will attach numbers to it. Then now let's also copy this. Let's copy and comma and add it. Now call this what B. Now don't be confused also. I will run this. Now running this I will get error. Why? Because it is not what in string format. So this. So run and I will create a code. Now let me just append. So I'm just taking my time to make sure that you guys see what I'm trying to explain. So I can just do it like this: value dot what append. Now I can just append items to all the values. So I can just insert, let's say 20 or 40. then automatically all the items we want will be inserted. Okay, all the value. No, sorry, I use values. Sorry, my dictionary name. Now we can just append everything like this. Mm, I'm coming. Why? Why is not right? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, okay. Let's do it like this. It seems that uh, it seems that it's not working how I want it to be. But let's see this. Now let's see it. How am I going to do it now? Okay, okay. Now let's see this. Let me cancel this uh, so that it will not be confusing to you guys. It will not be confusing to you guys. And I mean, I don't know what is wrong though. My appends. Oh, sorry. Dict object has no attribute append. Has no attribute append. No. So let's see something. My okay, it has no attribute append. Why? It's supposed to be an appended. Okay, okay. Now, okay. Let's see something. Let's see something. Now, we are going to what? We are going to do it like this. Let's separate the key and value. I'm coming. Okay. Let me create this. Don't be confused. I'm trying to make sure that you have the knowledge of what I'm doing. Don't be confused. So let's do it like this. Let's separate it. We are going to separate all the keys in one and separate what all the values. So I'm going to do it like this. Let's say keys keys. Let's say the keys is equal to, let's say I assign the keys. Now the keys should be what? Um, let's say the keys should be A and B, A comma B, and now these are my keys. Now let's see values. Let's use values. Now this is values. Now we can use the word get. So I'll have to put this string. Okay, we can use those. Let's copy this. Let's just copy this and paste it. So I will use this. Let's say now we can do it like this. We can mention my dict one equal to dict. Then from what key, then we have what the keys and value. Let's say keys and value.